Today we're going to learn how to measure a loose coil strip brush on your custom design form, which you'll find on the internet. First things first, so this loose coil strip brush, it's a strip brush. We need to establish what size strip it is. So by getting the verniers and measuring the width of the strip, so this one here, as I push it tight, 7.9. So we've got an 8mm strip as a standard. So that's an 8mm strip. The 8mm strip, it's filled with certain material. So this material here is super soft. What we're trying to do is get the diameter of the bristle. So measuring that in metric, actually as a matter of fact all measurements to be taken in metric is 0.39 millimeters. Always turn your bristle 90 degrees to get another measurement, as the fibre is usually an oval shape. 0.46, 0.39 by 0.46. I'm going to check that on another one just to be sure. 0.39, 0.44. So that's the same. So the measurement of the material is 0.39 by 0.44. So now we're going to look at how to measure the optical part here. So we're going to start from the inside and work our way out. So we've got to get the inside diameter here. So best way to do that would be to use your vernier and closely measure as best as possible your inside diameter. Here I'm measuring 53. What I'm going to do, I'm going to verify at the other end if that's the case, and I'm going to see if they match up. 52.5, so there's 1mm variance. Let's go to the big one, so let's call it 53 millimeters. So now you're obviously seeing that there's a distance between these spirals, and look, this being an older type brush, when I say older, it's been as a sample on the shelf for a little while, but you're not going to always have consistency between the pitch spacing, so the spiral pitch spacing. So in this case, you can see that it's a little bit shorter, and then it gradually increases. That can be manipulated, so I can push it all the way down, manipulate it, and look, now it's probably a little bit more true. So let's measure these parts. So from the center of the strip to the center of the next strip, or the center of something to the center of the next thing, is the pitch. So 25.15, and we're going to check this against the rest. That's probably measures a bit more, probably like 28, 30, 30, 29, 29. So it's safe to say that's close enough to 30mm pitch. Do have to allow for some slight variance in this. It's very hard to get it exactly to the millimeter, but if you provide us with the closest millimeter measurement, we won't have any trouble in matching that as best as possible. And that is important because it's going to affect the density of your brush. Okay? You're talking about something like that at a 25 or 30mm pitch compared to something like that. Two different brushes. You're going to do two different things. The third thing, or the last thing, not the third thing, the last thing we'll do is check the outside diameter of the brush, which is 125 millimeters. I'm going to check that against this side as well, just in case. And if the same measurements taken, I could feel confident that that's it. So yeah, 125 millimeters. So starting from the outside in, you've got an 8mm loose coil strip wound at 30mm pitch with a 50mm ID, 120mm OD, which is outside diameter, filled with 0.3 by 0.4mm super soft. One other thing to take note with these brushes is the way that the spiral's wound. This may not make a difference, or it could be critical in the application. So looking at it this way, it's being wound around, or the spiral, is in left-hand configuration, anti-clockwise, and it's supported by the other end, going from the start, left, 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 anti-clockwise. Sometimes, you know, the spiral configuration can make the brush directional, or the product that's travelling underneath it directional. So is always good, whether or not you think it's critical, always good to clarify the left or right hand spiral wind. And that's how you do it.